vidIQ.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.com.
Hello everybody. Welcome to another vidIQ training session. My name is Liron and I am the Director of Customer Success here at vidIQ. What does that mean? It means that every single day I work with creators big and small, helping you guys rock your channel, get you to that next level, and that's what we're going to do today. The cool thing about vidIQ is a lot of us are actually creators ourselves. A lot of us actually have our own channel and we understand those frustrations. We know what happens when you spend all those time, hours, kind of very carefully creating those videos and then it doesn't work and you get really upset, really despondent. So that's what the solution that we create is all about helping you kind of get over that hurdle, unblock that. If you don't have vidIQ at the moment, that's totally cool. You can hang out with us and see everything we have to offer. If you do have vidIQ, the free version, in the description below, there's a 30-day free trial. Go and grab it because in 30 days, everything that I'm telling you today, if you do that, it will change your channel for absolute ever. So definitely go and check it out. You'll see there's so much value. Things will unlock today that have been locked forever. YouTube is essentially made up of 3 Ds. And you have to do all 3 of those Ds to be able to rock your channel. So the first D is discover. You need to be discovered by the YouTube algorithm, by the search engine, because the most amazing content that lives somewhere out there in the world that nobody knows about, that you haven't labeled correctly, you haven't told YouTube about you, is just pointless. The second D, you need to deliver. In other words, people have given you their click. They've stopped what they're doing. They've clicked on your video. Are you delivering? Did you clickbait? Did you get people to come to your video and it's bad quality and bad audio? So this you need to deliver, because when you deliver, this is such a crucial metric for YouTube. It says, hey, this video looks pretty cool. I am going to start distributing it, which is the third D. I'm going to distribute it to a much wider audience so that that wider audience can see your content, not just your subscribers. It brings it up to the bigger YouTube community. And if those people are watching because you're delivering, then it will bring even bigger and even bigger and even bigger audience. And then your channel really, really explodes when that happens. Happened to me. I can tell you from personal experience that it's just one of those things that when it happens, it is absolutely incredible. But you've got to focus on delivering. You've got to focus on your quality of your content. But today, it's not about theory. Today, it's all about real, practical, step-by-step instruction of what you need to do to get those 3 Ds. So with all that being ready, we are ready to kind of get you really on that journey. This is where we begin, and we're going to begin in the kitchen. Yes, that's where all YouTube begins. It begins in the kitchen. Not only do you have your cup of coffee, but now I want you to go to your kitchen. I want you to open a random cupboard, grab some random ingredients, stick them in a bowl, mix them all up, stick them in the oven, and let's see if a chocolate cake comes out. What are the odds of the chocolate cake come out? Pretty much not much, right? And the reason for it, because you've done random stuff, you've mixed it together randomly, you've stuck it in the oven for some random time. There's no way a chocolate cake is going to come out. And yet that is how we approach our YouTube as well. We go out there, we grab our camera, we go and film, we come home, we edit, we cut, we paste, we create a cool video, we throw together at some random title, description and tags, upload it, and then go, I hope something comes out. I hope my chocolate cake works. I hope my video works. That's never going to work. However, what if I said to you, look, here's the ingredients. Here is what you need to buy. This is how you mix it with these ratios. And then you mix it in this format. And then you stick it in the oven for this long period of time. Well, what are the odds of chocolate cake coming out then? Much better. Well, YouTube is about following a recipe, very much like the chocolate cake. Today, I'm going to show you that recipe. I'm going to show you the step that you need so that you have yourself the best opportunity to get your videos ranked, your videos seen, and I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to be able to do that. Right now, this is where everything starts. This is the YouTube search bar. What I want you to do is go put in there the word chocolate cake. There it is, chocolate cake. When that comes out, I am now thinking, hey, I've got a channel. Do I want to make a video about this keyword, about this thing called chocolate cake? What I'm going to do is put my keywords in here in the search. By the way, of course, this will work for absolutely any keyword whatsoever. But we're going to stick with the chocolate cake simply because it's universal, whether you're from Pakistan, from India, whether the Philippines, the Far East, the Middle East, the US, anywhere in the world, you are going to know what a chocolate cake is, which is why I stick with this as the example. So chocolate cake is in here. The first thing I do is I go look down here. Look at this bar. It says vidIQ search volume, and it's nice and green. What does that mean? It means a lot of people are searching for this. A lot of people are searching for your keyword. So do you just rush out and make the video? No, because you got to look at this metrics as well. It says competition score. It's in the red. What does that mean? It means, yes, we have a lot of people searching for chocolate cake, but we also have a lot of competition delivering on this term chocolate cake. So what do I do now? I mean, I really want to make a chocolate cake video, but look at that competition. I'm never going to rank against these videos. I mean, some of these things have got 45 million views. I'm never going to rank against them. So ideally, what you want is a term that is in the green. In other words, lots of people are searching and competition score is down here somewhere. When that happens, that is a beautiful match. You have got yourself a keyword that's highly searched for, but people are not delivering content. So this is where essentially you start. But let's stick with our example here. We can see competition is very high, search volume is very high. What do I do now? What you do now is something is going to change the way you do YouTube. Remember, YouTube is the world's second largest search engine. What do you do in a search engine? You ask questions. And what YouTube's job is to marry up your question with somebody's video. Okay, again, YouTube is a search engine. It wants to give you answers to the question that you've asked. So here is a good hack. What you're going to do, you're going to go to chocolate cake in your search bar. You're going to put space, and you're going to do the alphabet walkthrough. A, chocolate cake at home. B, chocolate cake banana. C, D, E, F, G. Right? What am I doing? I am using YouTube's own autocomplete, because YouTube says, okay, so many people around the world have searched for chocolate cake in. So the next person that starts to type the letter I, I'm going to make it easy for them to find their video immediately. So chocolate cake in a microwave seems to be pretty darn popular. So popular that all of a sudden it comes up in my autocomplete. If I was making a chocolate cake video, what I would do is I would say chocolate cake in a mug, or in a microwave, and then in a mug. I would definitely not stick a chocolate cake in a pressure cooker, but that could be a fun video too. So chocolate cake in a microwave, chocolate cake in a mug. Look how I'm already tapping into those search phrases that people are already searching for, so that I know that people are searching for it to the point that it came up in here. It came up in search. Therefore, enough people are searching that I potentially have some eyeballs that are going to come to my video. But there is even more. You go to the beginning. Remember, YouTube is a search engine. What do you do with a search engine? You ask questions. Go to the beginning. What's the chocolate cake? What is the ingredients of chocolate cake? Where's my chocolate cake? Why chocolate cake cracks? I always love it when this one comes up. Why chocolate cake cracks? If you have a cooking channel, or even if you have a kids channel, why chocolate cake cracks and how to fix it? Think of that title. Right now, this has just told you exactly what YouTube wants. It told you what people are searching for. So go in there. What, where, when, how, why. Now let's go to this video. Let's go check out who our competition is. Remember, we're still in research mode. Most people will say a good video is a video that has millions and millions of views. That's a fairly kind of okay statement to make. You know, we kind of judge whether a video is good or bad based by the amount of views that it has. That's fair enough. Here is the problem. The problem with the number of views is that it doesn't tell you time. It doesn't give you how long it took to get to those number of views. They got to 7 million views on this video. Did it take a day, a month, a year, 5 years? I have no idea. So if I just looked at this, at the total number of views, and made my entire decision, do I make my next big hit based on, oh, they got 7 million views, I'm going to make a chocolate cake video so I can get some of those millions of views. Well, you could be flawed. I'll tell you why. Because when the iPhone 1 came out, I don't know, or the Samsung Galaxy Note 1 came out, I'm a geek techie guy, so that's going to happen. When those phones came out years ago, those videos have got millions and millions of views. But what are the odds of those videos getting millions of views today? That is what's important. Is it still relevant today? That is critical. So instead of just looking at the total number of views, what we do is we expose something called views per hour, VPH. And wow, is this critical? Because views per hour tells me right now, people are watching this video today. As we sit here, people are watching this video. And if they're watching this video, it means it's still relevant right now. So forget the number of views. I'm much more interested in the views per hour. And click on historical. Watch this. Over time, did this term get stronger or weaker? Remember, I'm just using chocolate cake. You can use absolutely anything that is specific to you and your channel. But look at this. Over time, look how much that has increased. The interest in chocolate cake has gone up. This is a great indicator, together with the views per hour. That tells me if you're going to make a video, this is a good topic. If this had 1 view per hour, who cares how many views this has got in total? Nobody cares today about this topic. As we go down the scorecard here, you're going to see a whole bunch. Did they use any Reddit strategies, a little bit of Facebook? But look at this. To me, this is gold. This is just the best tool in the world. I know we created it. I am a little bit biased, but I absolutely love this tool. This is the compare views in the first 28 days tool. Essentially what this does, it says, look, you're in research mode. You want to know, is this a regular video for this channel? Yes, they got 15 million subscribers. Is this just one of those regular video that they just churned out? Or did this video perform exceptionally well? In other words, it's an outlier video. It's so well, it went way above the channel. And this is what this does for you. It says, look at this video compared to this channel's average. Now, this channel average is here. It's the pink. This video is the blue. Instantly, you can see this is an amazing video. Now you want to study it. Now you want to say, after the first day, how many views did it get compared to the channel average? On the 7th day, how many views did it get compared to the channel? So for example, this channel's average is between 140 and 230,000 views after 7 days. This video got 854,000 views. In other words, this is an outlier video. This video performs remarkably well. How awesome is this tool? You can go to any video and go and watch that video compared to that channel's average. But it gets even better, because you can go in here and you can compare it to your channel's average, to the last video you watched on YouTube, to any video on YouTube, any playlist, any channel, and your competitor's average. And I'll show you competitors as well. So this is super duper powerful. You go to any video when you're doing your research. Remember, haven't picked up the camera yet. I want to be the first D. I want to be discovered. So I'm going to do all my legwork right now to understand what works in this world and what doesn't. Now that I know that this is a great video, what's next? What's the next step? Well, the next step is you're going to go into one of the tools. It is something called competitors. Now I'm going to click on competitors, and what competitor does is these are my competitors. This is vidIQ's competitors. And competitor is a bit of a strong term. Essentially what this is, it's other people who are doing similar content than we are. It's people we want to keep our eye on, people that we work with, people that we love, people that we hang out with at events with. But what I want to see, so why would I want to see what they're up to? Well, I want to see what they're up to because I want to understand what's their thumbnail strategy. Are they still using short titles or long titles? What is their views per hour? Remember, views per hour. I don't care how many views these videos got, but I care about this. I know if this many people are interested in this topic, I need to explore that further. So you do the same on your channel. You go find your competitors, 10, 15 competitors, big channels, little channels. Go keep an eye on what they're up to. See if anything you can learn from. What's their thumbnail like? Look, people have gone dark now. Cody has gone dark, Brian Johnson's gone dark, faces are still a thing. I'm learning all the time. I'm learning what my competitors are doing so I can keep ahead. Remember, YouTube is about trends. YouTube knows. We don't watch one video and then leave and then go and make a buying decision. We watch multiple videos about the same topic. We all do. If you're going to buy a new device, a new gadget, you're going to watch reviews. You're going to watch 3, 4, 5 reviews before you make a decision. This is what YouTube does. It knows that we will watch multiple videos about the same topic. So YouTube suggests videos for you to watch. So making sure that you are always getting content that you're looking for. So if I know that these guys are starting to talk about certain topics that I talk about, well, maybe YouTube will suggest my video to the same audience because I'm talking about similar topics. How cool is that? Go load up 10, 15 competitors, keep your eye on their thumbnails, their titles, their views per hour, understand what's trending so that you guys can actually make content similar to within your industry and then get those views when YouTube starts suggesting those videos. Because trends is where it's at. And because trend is where it's at, we've got something called trend alerts. And when you go and you create a trend alert, here's what happens. Typically, a lot of us understand trends once they have become trends. We understand things that have already popped. Some things like Baby Shark is a very, very bad example. Fortnite, I mean, any of those things that were really kind of popped, the challenges, things of that nature. But a lot of us will only see it once there's been so much hoo-ha about this online, so much noise, that we kind of riding the very tail end of those trends. Watch this. Give it a name. Let's just use Fortnite as a bad example. Well, if you're a gaming channel, you'll put Fortnite. Maybe you'll put PUBG. If you're a car channel, maybe you're going to put the brand names of these cars into these trend alerts, because this is what it does. You can use little keywords or big keywords. So Fortnite is obviously a big keyword. I'm basically telling vidIQ, look, vidIQ, I'm really interested in this term Fortnite. If anybody makes a video that gets more than 1,000 views per hour, not in total, 1,000 views per hour, let me know, and I'll get a report that looks like this. And I can get it every day, every 2 days, each week, each month. So in other words, I can already keep an eye on what's popping in my industry, because when I see a video, or whatever it may be, when I see a video going from 100 views per hour, next time I see the same video, it's at 500 views per hour. And then it's at 1,000 views per hour. Wow, something is happening. I need to go and investigate. I need to understand why that video is moving so quickly. Why is it going from 100 to 500 to 1,000? And I need to understand it quickly, so perhaps I go and make a video around the same topic. And you can create multiple alerts. So you can have Fortnite, create another alert, PUBG, another alert, Call of Duty, or whatever it may be. And in your industry, you know the keywords that you're constantly searching for when you're keeping your eye on your competitors. Those are the keywords that you stick into. The next thing is most viewed. Now, most viewed can become weird. This is everything that's viewed on YouTube at the moment. Now, before you tell me, yes, there is the trending page, I'm fully aware of it. But what this is, it's everything that's rocking on YouTube right now, sorted by views per hour. Now, how powerful is that? Essentially, this video is getting 704,000 views per hour. The PewDiePie, 249,000 views per hour. David Dobrik, 130,000 views per hour. Why do we care, realistically? Well, firstly, you're in the YouTube game. You need to know what's happening on YouTube as the bigger picture. You need to know what these channels are up to, what's attracting audiences. You need to keep your eye on that. But now you're going to say to me, Apple TV has got however many, 52,000 subs, but it's Apple. You got David Dobrik, who's got 13 million subscribers. Well, how do I even play in this game? Good question. What you do, you go all the way down to the bottom here, and you say, you know what? Only show me channels between 100,000 and 1 million subscribers. Now this changes the game. Now it's getting much closer to perhaps your world. You can make it anything that's getting 1,000 to 10,000 subscribers, whatever's closest to your world. And then you can start searching even more by categories, by countries, even do some search terms. If I had a kids channel, I would just live on here, because here it's exposed to me immediately the thumbnails that these people are using. It exposes to me the title. This person has hit every keyword. It's got a great thumbnail. Slime is a big term. ASMR is a big term. Relaxing slime is a big term. They clearly know what they're doing. They've used all the right stuff. And look at this. It's just rocking at 30,000 views per hour. Okay. Very, very, very powerful. Guys, you get all these tools if you're using the free vidIQ. But because you're on this webinar, you can go down into the link and get the full 30 days. And I'm going to unlock all this for you. So in 30 days, you can see the power that you can immediately generate on your channel. Remember, this is only, we still haven't finished. This is still the first D. This is just being discovered. Look how much kind of research you need to do, because why waste your time on something that's not going to work? Once you've done that research, you're going to come back into this page because you've now shot your video. You're now ready to roll. You now got your title because you know what your title is because you've done that research. And as you go through here, you're going to say, okay, this is a video that Rob did. How to delete YouTube videos 2019, new method. What's key here? Well, what's key here is the title. The title is key. This is what YouTube looks at the most. Then description and then tags. Now together they all make up the metadata that a YouTube needs, that the search engine needs in order to go ahead and understand what's in your video. Yes, YouTube watches your video. Yes, they watch your thumbnail. But when you put them all together, you're just feeding the beast. You're saying, hey, I'm going to tell you what my video is about. So you can see here, how to delete YouTube videos 2019 is repeated in the first line of the description. How to delete YouTube videos in 2019. I'm telling YouTube twice. Oh, guess what? I'm also telling YouTube down here in the tags, again, what this video is about. Now there's no misunderstanding. And look how beautifully this is ranking for it. The numbers in blue is what it's ranking for. This is just an absolute superb video. Let me show you how you do this. As you start typing, it's going to give you the term. It's going to give you a whole bunch of scores, so you know which tags have got more value than other tags. Now watch this. Check this out. This is like my favorite part here. Mother's Day. Okay, these are all the related keywords for Mother's Day. But watch this. Okay, what's the interest over time? Well, it's pretty much wavering. Can you see that? But it's coming down. Mother's Day is done. So what is working is things around Mother's Day songs, Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day, Mother's Day's card. Now, if you didn't make a Mother's Day video this year, should you just give up on this term? Watch this. You click on all time. And now what this does, it evaluates the term, Mother's Day, in this particular case, over a period of time. So since 2008, look at this. Every single year, there is a spike. What does this mean? It means that when you didn't make a video this year for Mother's Day, should you be making a video for Mother's Day next year? Absolutely. You know it's going to hit. The likelihood of it popping around Mother's Day next year is huge because every single year it is hit. So why would next year be any different? And the cool thing about this is that a date you can just use again and again and again. So you can say, how to make your Mother's Day the ultimate Mother's Day chocolate cake how-to video 2019. Next year, delete 2019, label it as 2020. The same information applies. So always check the term, check it against 30 days, check it against all time. And that's going to give you a lot of valuable information, what's relevant today versus what's relevant once a year or maybe multiple times a year. These are tentpole events, things like Christmas, New Year's, Independence Day, or you know the big ones. Also, don't forget, if you don't live in the US, what is your local country's big events, big tentpole events? South Africa, we had National Braai Day, which is barbecue day. Now that I know what my tags are, I've got a cool description. And by the way, description is important. Don't just give it one line. Give it a lot of information. Feed the beast. Tell YouTube what your videos are about. Scroll further down. I get a checklist. Hey, did I edit to a card? Have I edited to an end screen? Have I got closed caption? We don't monetize our channel, so that's fine to have the X. Playlist, public, do we share it? Oop, maybe I need to share this video. Right, Facebook, etc. This just keeps a good checklist to help you get more exposure. Down here, more keywords, and down here is videos to gain views from. What does that mean? Well, remember, YouTube wants to pair videos together. It wants to know that people are going to watch a how to delete a YouTube video. Well, perhaps there's other videos here that are already speaking about the same topic, and maybe I can use some of these keywords to try link them to my video so I can get those eyeballs. When somebody watches that video, maybe YouTube will recommend my video next. But watch this. Best time to publish. This is so critical. Remember I was speaking about VPH, views per hour, right? When you launch a video, YouTube doesn't know if it's a good or a bad video yet. It has no idea. But when you launch it and your audience comes immediately and they watch and you're keeping them hooked and you're keeping them on the video for long and they're watching your next video, those are insanely beautiful signals to YouTube that YouTube says, wow, this is quality video. And that's when you begin unlocking that second D. YouTube says, okay, are you delivering? So how do you get the most eyeballs on your video as you launch? Well, you simply use the best time to publish on your channel tool. Go through the days of the week, whichever day you happen to be on. If we launched a video, I don't know, on a Tuesday, between 9 and 11 seems to be our best time. I would probably launch it a little bit before here so I can get the up run as people are logging on. And remember, try not to launch videos on the hour like 10, 11, 12, or on the half hour, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. The reason for it is because a lot of the big corporates, a lot of people that schedule videos way ahead of time, they typically launch at those time periods. So I kind of launch my video 9:46 or 10:32, something weird where you're going to be the notification that people watch because you didn't receive like 30 notifications on your phone at once. So just a bit of a ninja tactic there. What's next is the second D. Did you deliver? Well, this is when the channel audit tool comes into play. Now, this, again, this is what I was missing when I was trying to work out this YouTube game myself before I joined vidIQ. This is so important because I have no idea. I don't know about you, but I don't want to spend 30 hours of my life trying to understand YouTube analytics. Just push a button and tell me what's working and what isn't working. This is what the channel audit does. So over the last 30 days, how many views did you get on your channel compared to the previous month? Are you growing or are you shrinking? If you're growing, do you know why? If you're shrinking, do you know why? And look at this, content to double down on. Essentially, double down is a term that means make more of these. You're saying double down, go big, because people are loving this content. Why? Look, these videos are giving me views per hour. These videos are giving me the engagement rates, giving me views, giving me subscribers. How many subscribers did these videos give me? How many subscribers per 1,000 views? So I know what's working. I know what my audience wants. Same on your channel. You look at your audience and maybe your audience is telling you what they want and you're just not seeing it. But this will show that to you. And scroll further down. Total watch time, total average watch time, top retention. What are these? These are the stuff that YouTube is looking for. Which videos are keeping people watching? What is the watch time, average watch time, and the retention? So people are loving these content. Guess what I'm going to do? Make more of these style videos. I can immediately see, look here, when we have a comparison tool between these data graphs, I can already see that that's popping. Instantly I can see that. Therefore, I'm going to make more of these. Okay? Can you see how powerful this is? It's the stuff to make more of. As you scroll further down, it even tells you, look, these are the top search terms. This is what people search to get to your videos. How to download a YouTube video. Look how cool that is, 30,000. Look at these TCs versus PewDiePie. Great, your audience still wants that. Do we make more content around this? Absolutely. End screen click rates. What are people clicking on the end screen the most? Well, for us, it's videos. Perfect. And best for viewer. Great. Guess what I'm going to stick on my end screen? Less playlist, more this stuff. Look at the card click rates. Polls, 57%. People love engaging in our polls. Guess what I'm going to be doing? Making more polls. It tells you this. This is the stuff that's working. And just as importantly, the stuff that isn't working. Guys, this is the content that could use work on our channel. You guys didn't really dig this content. Lowest average watch time, lowest retention, lowest like ratio. People love Jack Black, and apparently Rob managed to upset quite a lot of people by doing this video. Okay, note to self, don't mess with Jack. Cool, now we know. Lowest view. Look, these videos are losing us subscribers. Well, what do? We're going to investigate these things and work out, hold on, are these things badly done? Bad time of year? Do we have to redo them? Maybe our thumbnails wasn't up to scratch. All of those things. I'm asking ourselves the question again and again, so the videos appear in this section, in the stuff to do more of. Remember, if you have let's just say, back to our cooking channel, if you love your chocolate cake recipes, but guess what? Every time you do that, they're in the content that could use work section. But every time you do something about a barbecue, it's always in the top section. Guess what your audience wants from you? More barbecue recipes, less chocolate cake recipes. See how powerful this is. It exposes that information. Are you delivering? That's that second D. We've been discovered. Now, are you delivering? And again, as you scroll further down, average metrics over the last 30 days. What was your title length, description length, etc. And then items to improve upon. Look here, we got 6 videos instantly. It's in red, which don't have an end screen. I need to go fix that. Do all your videos have cards? Do they all have custom thumbnails? Will they all edit your playlist? How many are you posting each week? Important information. I go straight to the red and I go and I make those changes. If I had a YouTube channel, which I do, I live in this. This tells me if I'm delivering, because if I'm not delivering, I have a problem. If I am delivering, all that means, it means my audience is loving what I'm doing, and then YouTube is going to unlock that third D, which is distribution. And when we're talking about distribution, we're talking about YouTube says, look, these are great signs. People are loving your content. If they're loving your content, I'm going to show it to a different audience. I'm going to test your videos with an audience who's never heard of you, an audience who's maybe searched for you but never landed on your video. I'm going to show them your video. What's going to happen here? You're going to get to a point where your videos start getting out further and further, and you're going to unlock these achievements. And when you unlock these achievements, we create this lovely certificate for you. And let me tell you why this is a growth strategy. When you see a certificate like this, congratulations, vidIQ, you've cracked 350,000 subscribers on this date. What do? We share it. We share it on social media, and people love to see that they were part of that journey, and they love to be part of a journey. So they give you a thumbs up. Hey, I'm one of those 350. Hey, I was with you from the start, and they retweet it. Guess what happens? Other people see those retweets. They see what's going on with this channel. What is this channel? Click, and it gives you an opportunity to get more subscribers. So as soon as you hit those milestones, go ahead and share that certificate. Tag vidIQ when you do that, at vidIQ, and we will help spread your word, spread your channel even further. It is a beautiful, beautiful growth strategy. And remember, this obviously gets adjusted for your channel. No, you're not going to hit your first key achievement when you get 350,000, of course. Each channel, this is customized for you so that you can share your success as soon as you hit it. Lots of cool metrics here, lots of cool information. Like, for example, how far are you? We're on pace for 400,000 subscribers by this date. We use this as a challenge. Are we really going to wait? No. So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to start going harder and harder and try getting to those subscribers. Right, so this was a whirlwind tour of the vidIQ software, and this is an opportune time for you guys to ask me any questions that you might have specifically on your channel. So let's take advantage of the situation. I'm here for a little bit. My coffee is still a little bit to go, but this is the ideal time to kind of let's get engaged into that chat. Let me know how I can help you. And if you're stuck on something particularly, let's do it. So all you're going to do is you're going to now start with hashtag question. My mods will be able to answer you. I'll be able to answer you, and just go through it. So a couple of questions which I've picked up already, which have come through, is a question about retention. So when we talk about a good video, right? YouTube has no idea if it's a good or a bad video right out of the gate. So you've got to help YouTube get those signals out. So this is what we mean about retention. Go into your analytics. Go into your audience retention on a particular video. What you want to see is that drop off. How quickly are people dropping off your video? The most amazing video that you haven't hooked them up front, nobody's going to see the main content of your video. If you see the people are dropping off very, very quickly right at the beginning, basically it means your hook isn't strong enough. You haven't given them a reason to stay. People click on the video, watch for a couple of seconds, and go, nah, this is not for me, and they're out of there. Those send very bad signals to YouTube. But if you keep people watching your video and they're going for 50% or more, well, those are amazing signals to YouTube to say, hey, this is a good video. I'm going to take this video and start distributing it to new audiences. Let's see, are they also going to watch it beyond 50% or beyond the first couple of minutes? Yes, they are. Great. I'm going to test it with a bigger audience and a bigger audience and a bigger audience. So go look at that retention. If you think your video is amazing, you've got this insanely beautifully crafted animations with your logo spinning and amazing music. But if that's what's kicking people off your video, well, then you need to shorten it or get rid of it altogether. Go and experiment. Go and look at that retention and see if that's going to help you extend the life of your video, extend the number of minutes or the percentage that people watch, and therefore help you along. Just get a little bit better with your retention. You will unlock amazing potential. Now, the other question I saw was people are talking about, well, if we're all going to do the same research, let's just say we all do chocolate cake for Mother's Day, right? Then are we not going to compete with each other? So yes or no. But the reason it's yes, because you're technically using the same keyword. But no is because you all have different channels. You can take two identical channels and the subscribers, the viewers, is what it's all about. It's not about your channel. It's about the viewer. The viewer is going to be served up the next best video that YouTube thinks it wants to watch. That's how YouTube works. It's all about getting us as the viewer the right video to watch, not the other way around. We're not pushing our videos out. It's about YouTube delivering the video that the user is going to watch next. So if we all make similar type of content, we have such different channels, the odds of us competing directly from the same viewer, not that much. But even if we do, remember, we watch more than one video on the same topic. So that's not a bad thing. If we're all talking about chocolate cake and I'm really interested in chocolate cake, me as the viewer, well, why wouldn't I want to watch one of yours, one of yours, one of yours, one of the next one? If your video is amazing and it's going to hook me in and I'm going to get all the information I need, I'll probably click on your channel name. I'm going to see your channel. I'm going to see your banner. Does it really keep me interested? And then I maybe subscribe to your channel. So absolutely go ahead and do that. Right, let's take some questions. So Lil Craft Nook says, how do we fashion our titles based on somebody else's that ranks well? So making it your own, definitely. So go and look, do the same research I did at the beginning, where I put the keyword in and I wanted to see who's doing what. Then I want to understand which titles are working. Is it a what, where, when, how kind of title? Are people searching for how to bake the best chocolate cake? Or is it more of, okay, I know chocolate cake is my keyword, and then the cool title will be like a statement, the ultimate chocolate cake, or the best chocolate cake recipe in 5 minutes or less. Go and study those and then absolutely make it your own. So look at what they're doing. Do not copy the exact titles. That's just not going to help you, because you're going to have very, very different audiences again. Go and look at that title and how can you make it your own? How does it fit within your video, within your content? So great questions. 60 Sweets and Savory ask questions about cards. How do you make them? If you look at your Studio Classic, if you're or even in your studio, the new studio, but it does take you back to Classic. When you upload your video, there's an option there called cards. You click on that and then you go and you add your cards. If you're using vidIQ, we can even create templates for things that I use like frequently. So on my channel, I'll do things like faster internet. So I've got all my videos and my cards already preloaded. So all I've got to do is go into my cards, use that template if it's talking about that. If I'm talking about the latest Google phone, Pixel phone, whatever it may be, I've got another template for technology, for phones. So you simply click on the video, click on cards, and then go ahead and add your own, even if you don't have the vidIQ question. All right, let's just see if we got anything else that's coming in. Hey, Leela is here as well. Hello, thank you for hanging out. You Do It is here as well. Cool, awesome having you here. Lilycraft Nook, no problem. You've got this. Just do more of them, as they say. Just do more. Right, no, Brian the Wanderer. Why I lost my subscribers? Only 1,500. I lost 300 in just a second. I'm afraid that I lose some more. Right. If you're talking about recently, over the last day or 2 days, YouTube has gone through a purge of any accounts which are bot accounts, spam accounts, things of that nature. So those subscribers were essentially taken out of the YouTube platform, which is why a lot of channels saw a bit of a dip. Um, don't worry about them because essentially they were useless to you. They were just numbers that may inflate your total subscriber count, but they weren't watching your videos. They weren't watching your content. Those are not the people, not the bots accounts. Those are not the accounts you want following you. You want people who are engaged with your content, who are going to be watching your video, and every time you upload a new one, they're the first ones to comment. Those are your loyal fans. That's the ones you need to be focused on. If people have created spam accounts and bots accounts, don't worry about them. YouTube will simply take care of it. That's probably what happened in the last couple of days, if that's what you're referring to. Um, okay, so yeah, you do it basically says, Brian, did that just happen? There was a purge. Okay, so again, what I was saying. Question: how important? So super lo-fi world. How important is it? Is the video upload consistency? Does YouTube prefer channels that upload more often? YouTube doesn't prefer anything. It's what your viewers prefer. If you've got your viewers and they are ready to upload and they're expecting a new episode every Monday, don't miss Mondays because you've told them, you've conditioned them to come back to your channel every Monday for that episode. There are channels that upload once a month. A channel like Dude Perfect, they upload once a month and get millions of views on those videos because their audience knows that when they do upload, it's such amazing content, they're going to go ahead and watch it. Someone like Casey Neistat, he hasn't uploaded for a while, but every time he uploads, people are so excited to see new content from him that they go ahead and they watch it. So consistency is all about training your audience. If you're doing episodic stuff and you're uploading every week, great. If you're uploading 2 or 3 times a week, great. It's all about quality over quantity. Because again, remember, YouTube wants to see the metrics of those that actually watch your video. They want to know how long they're on your video. Uploading much more frequently, but like really rubbish content, well, that's not going to help you at all. So don't worry about that. Make good quality video, make quality video that people want to watch, and upload them at the days that you said you're going to upload. Keep your audience engaged, keep them on you. So hopefully that answers your question. Right, what else have we got here? So we've got question: can you check which tags are working in the video, and if so, how do you check? If so, they've been checked with vidIQ. So essentially, remember, guys, tags are not as important as they used to be. That what you need to focus on is your thumbnail and your title. Those are the two most awesome combinations that you need to have. Those needs to be powerhouses. Your thumbnail has one mission. The one mission is to get somebody to stop what they're doing, see your thumbnail, read your title, and then gonna make a decision whether to click or not to click. That is the most important thing you should be focusing on. And the best thing to do is use the tools like watching your competitors, learn if anything has changed. Are they using long title, short title? What kind of thumbnail? That's why we focus a lot of that. Your description is important to feed the beast, not Mr. Beast, feed the beast being YouTube. And your tags are important because YouTube is still a search engine, so it still needs as much metadata as possible. But YouTube is now watching your videos. They're watching every frame of your videos. They know what you're talking about in your video. That's what categories are going to be coming out. And that is why the less you try to hack the system, hack the algorithm, the better off you're going to be. Focus on your audience, making content that your audience wants to consume. That is the most important thing. Quality, so they watch for longer, therefore YouTube gets all the signal it needs and it starts to distribute. So hopefully that helps everyone. Right, super lo-fi world question: would you rather a 2-minute video with an average of 1 minute 30 or a 2-hour video with an average of 5 minutes? Well, it's all about percentage watch time. So whichever is going to give you the most percentage watch time, it just shows YouTube that, hey, people are really loving this content. I've experimented on my channel. I've got long videos and I've got short videos. I do better on short videos with better retention and I get more subscribers, but I get less views. Longer videos, I tend to get more retention, less subscribers, but then I get more views on those videos. So I got to start balancing up. Do I do long videos or short videos? It's all in your analytics. Go and it tells you a story. Go and read that. Click on your channel audit tool from vidIQ and it will tell you these videos are working. What have they got in common? Are they long? Are they short? And this is how you start making accurate decisions about your own channel. Lily Craft Cook, thank you. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for hanging out. guys can see. Okay, everyone can see. Fair enough. Um, the so I'm trying to read comments and talk to you at the same time, which is always fun. Remember, if you don't have vidIQ, in the description below, a full 30-day option to unlock the entire vidIQ, and this is going to give you the big push you need, because in 30 days you can do all these things I've spoken about today and really change your channel. That is what it's all about. Really putting your channel, giving it the best opportunity to succeed without spending hours and hours and hours trying to read white papers, exporting things into CSV file, and doing all the geeky SEO analytical stuff. We have done that for you. Push a button, make those videos. End of story. Couldn't be simpler. Unlock the 30 days in the description, and just go for it and use it. Then you can decide if it's worth you spending the money on, or if it's not. Is your time more valuable, or is the subscription more valuable? Then it'll be up to you to make a decision on your channel. And you'll see what I mean as you start using it. It's just, well, people like channels have changed completely. There's a lot of people I recognize here in the chat that have started with really small channels and are really rocking it. So definitely give that a try. All right, what else have we got here? You see, so like something like Early says, hey guys, I got monetized and would love would love some sort of love and support. And sort of love and support. I don't know what that means, but if you see, this is the kind of stuff that once you get monetized, the worst thing you can do is go tell people, hey, watch my videos, because you're not giving them the value. It's not your audience. So I'm not saying that's what you were doing here. Don't get me wrong. The example here is just that when you do sub for sub, and the reason why those systems never work is because somebody heads out to your channel, they subscribe because you subscribe to their channel. So what? What has that done for you? Are they going to watch your videos? No, it just inflates your numbers. So when someone looks at your channel and go, hey, you got 1,000 subscribers, but each video gets 3 views, something smells fishy. Something's not right here. So don't do the sub for sub. Please don't buy views. Don't buy subscribers. All of those will absolutely destroy your channel, taking years to recover if it's even possible. So just be very heads up. Be very wary of this whole sub for sub systems. It just doesn't work. No great creator out there that I'm aware of that I've worked with has said, hey, I bought my first 100,000 subscribers and look, I'm now at 1 million. It doesn't work that way. Those subscribers are bots. We have one cleanup, one YouTube purge. And what happens? You lose all those anyway. So then, well, what was the point? Okay, some more questions. Hyper Eve H reviews. Do I have to select a niche on my first 100 videos? Ideally, the more niche you are, the better you'll be. So the way I look at it is this way. What is your channel? If someone says to you at a party, what is your channel about? The more ands that you put in, the more diverse it is. Here's what I mean. Hey, what's your channel about? And I say, it's all about fashions and vlogging and cooking and travel. You see how many ands are in there? Which means I'm not focused. I'm not an expert. You want to be the expert. You want to be pigeonholed. People say all the time, I don't want to make the same content again and again and again. Well, that means you're basically saying you don't want to be known as the best in the world in your topic. That's ridiculous. Of course you want to be pigeonholed. Of course you want to be known as the best in the world in a certain thing, because then people will think about you when it's time to go and learn about that new product, service, thing that you happen to be a specialist in. So, for example, we all know Peter McKinnon. If I want to see amazing cinematography and tutorials, Peter McKinnon. If I'm into that stuff, that's the kind of thinking. Now, if Peter did a whole bunch of stuff, then he wouldn't come top of mind. So you absolutely want to be as niche as possible, so that if you don't want to do one, try limit it to 2 or 3, but try get them within your genre. Niche is ideal, and then niche within a niche is amazing. We have a channel that we work with. There's somebody who does lawn care. I mean, you're thinking, who wants to watch lawn care videos? Well, apparently a lot of people. And they do lawn care, they do outside care, they do in different states, how to take care of your lawn. And he's working with some amazing brands because nobody else is serving that audience. He is. That is how you win at this YouTube game. Right, question. Any websites to promote your YouTube channel? Don't promote your YouTube channel for the sake of promoting your YouTube channel. Go and engage in conversations. go onto social media, go onto Twitter, add to people's conversations, offer them value first. Once you're offering them value, they will come to your channel, because if you're this good on Twitter, well, you must know what you're talking about. You are the expert. Therefore, they're going to go back to your channel and they're going to see whether it's worth them subscribing, which is why just simply blasting things on Reddit, Facebook, LinkedIn, social, and then just hoping that people will see it is just pointless, because you don't click on those links either. So why do you think somebody else would? But if you offer value and you engage in a conversation, odds of people looking you up, pretty good. So I definitely wouldn't recommend to a promotion channel that I know there's lots of services out there. You give them your channel name and you pay a whole bunch of money and they promote your channels. Just don't, because it's just not the right audience. Okay, any other questions before we end it? Lil Craft Nook, these live streams are huge. I'm glad we're offering you value. If you like this video, obviously give this thumbnail, give this live stream a thumbs up. That's really appreciated. Always fun hanging out with you guys. Any other questions before we sign off here? So I just want to go through the list of questions, make sure I answered whatever I can see here. Okay, hold on. We've got one more. Okay, right, question. My channel is a how-to videos. I've got so many different topics, and I've grown a lot. Should I have created different channels for each topic? Or is it too late? Okay, so first of all, it's not too late. Remember, the problem with a how-to channel is the same problem I have on my technology channel. Once people have the answer, they don't need to subscribe. For example, how do I unblock my toilet? Once somebody searches that, they find your video, they go through this, they know how to unblock their toilet. Hopefully this won't happen again, and they're out of there. There's no reason to subscribe to the channel unless you become a personality on your channel. Someone who does this really well is Leela. She does tutorials, but a lot of people are doing tutorials. So why do they go back to her channel again and again and again? Because Leela is the brand. She is the personality. She brings herself into those tutorials. So even though she's technically a how-to channel, the way she presented, it's all based around her. So people like her, they want to hang out with her, and they want to learn from her. So on your how-to channel, make sure you start injecting yourself in there so people are there for you. And even though they're there to answer to a lot of how to unblock my toilet or whatever you happen to be doing on your channel. So try again over time. Don't start new channels. Start over time homing in your audience. Use the audit tool to see what videos are people connecting with, what's giving you subscribers and watch time. Those are the how-tos that you should drill down more into. Maybe you did a version 1 a year ago. Maybe it's time for an update. Those are the kind of things that you want to be looking on your channel. That is how you grow. That is really, really important and a great question. Right. What else have we got? Okay, we got another one. Hazara Bros. Oh, I've just lost you. Would you say skits, challenges, and pranks are a good for entertainment channel? Yes, they are, if you can bring it and you can really deliver. The hardest part is just so out of my comfort zone, those pranks and skits. If you're amazing at it, brilliant, bring it, because people love to watch those things. Those are the things that can go viral. But you got to really bring something to the party here, because there's so many of them. So just tread lightly. If you guys can deliver on those, superb. Do those. Judge your audience, react accordingly, and then build on the stuff that works, because they're not going to like everything. So the stuff that works, just make more of it. My Jelly family question. So when you say more niche, you should go to production as opposed to family. Okay, so I can't look at your specific channel at the moment, but yes, the more niche, the better, essentially. Less and, as you said, yeah, and vlogs and creative. Just try and niche it down to something that I'm going to remember you next time I think of blank. Okay, that's the important bit. Don't stop your channel. Don't delete the old videos. Start moving your channels towards a certain direction. That is what's important with these, basically by niching down. Ideally, as I said, you want to be niche within a niche. So if you're doing technology, well, everybody does technology. So what in technology makes your channel special? And then you dig deep. If you do motoring, great. Lots of people do motoring. What do you do? Are you into modifications of cars? Are you into racing? Are you into motorcycles? Niche within a niche. And then again, how to build the best motorcycles. Are you into how to modify a motor? Niche within a niche. You see what I mean? Really getting deep into that, where people know to come to you, so that whenever they have those kind of thoughts, oh, should I buy this modification kit? I know the channel to go to. That is the most important thing. What do people think of when they think of blank? Alrighty, let's see if there's any more questions coming in. Right. Super lo-fi world, taking advantage of the situation. Love it. That's what it's all about. We're here to learn. So great, you got the opportunity. Let's do it. Questions. How many keywords should be in the title? Done right for the machine, right for humans. YouTube knows what your video is about. If you keyword stuff that and it doesn't make English sense, doesn't make readable sense, people are just not going to click on it. You would never click on a title that's keyword, comma, keyword, comma, keyword, comma, keyword. It's just not interesting. So if you wouldn't click on something like that, why do you think your audience will click on it? Always go back to what would I do in this situation? So try, people are doing, let's talk an example now. People are doing camera reviews, right? One phone versus another phone when you're comparing the cameras. So it's camera 1 versus camera 2, phone 1 versus phone 2. How many of those are we going to see? Hundreds. What's the one I'm going to click on? The one that says camera 1 versus camera 2 dash, the results really shocked me. Something that gives me a reason to click. Some people think it's clickbait. It's not. If you're delivering, you're creating mystique for your audience, they are going to click on those videos, just like you click on those videos. Listicles work really well. 5 reasons why chocolate cake cracks. I don't know. Okay, now we're clutching at straws here. Ellie Craft Pursuits says, question, do we need a playlist? And if so, why? Yes, yes, and yes, you do need a playlist because playlist essentially groups your videos together. So if you're making barbecue videos and then you do desserts, you're going to create a playlist for barbecue and a playlist for dessert. Why? Because when you use playlist in your end screens or your cards, people are going to click the first one and say, and you call it out in your video. So, hey, if you're interested in this barbecue recipe, click on this video right here where I talk about the accompanying dessert, I don't know, or the accompanying barbecue that you can do for next week, or, what about lunch? Click on this video. And you start working them through the playlist, which essentially means they love you so much, they watch the first video, it automatically plays the second video and the third. So playlists are important. Absolutely use them. Great question. Okay, let's see if I got any more questions. Right, Hazara Bro, what should I put for my hashtags? The jury's still out on hashtags on YouTube, in my opinion. I like to put my own hashtag. So on my channel, I got hashtag the techie guy. Why? Because if all my videos have that, if somebody clicks on that hashtag, odds are that only my videos will come up. The problem by doing generic hashtag like technology, motoring, vlog, fashion, it means that a million other videos are going to have the same tags, same hashtag. Somebody clicks on fashion, they're going to see everybody else's content. The ideal situation you want to be in is where YouTube sees that somebody watches one of your video and then another one of your video and then another one of your video. That is what really gives you the right points, the right signals with YouTube. So I personally like to use my own hashtags. We do have a video about that, I believe, on our channel. So go and do some more research for yourself. For me personally, my own hashtags work well. Crit wit. Words on thumbnail or no? Great question again. You guys are on fire today. So the thing is with thumbnails is that you have such a small real estate and you have to tell a visual story within your thumbnails. Now, it's such a small real estate, sometimes telling the story doesn't require the text. Remember, what's the mission of the thumbnail? To get somebody to stop what they're doing and go, wow, what's this? And read your title. What a lot of people tend to do is they're going to write the title in the thumbnails. So then you've just lost your audience. Such a small little real estate and you've given away the plot. So don't do that. Use your titles, use your title as a reason for someone to click, but your thumbnail is a reason for somebody to stop. Make it mystique, make it mysterious, make it interesting, make that YouTuber like a oh my god face. Do all of those because that is what people are used to seeing. That's going to get them to stop. And sometimes your titles could be different to what your text is going to be on your thumbnails anyway. And if you are going to use text on your thumbnail, please make it legible on these little devices, on the cell phones, because they look amazing on the big screen as you're editing. But when somebody watches it on the phone, it's all squished and wished together, blends into the background, doesn't pop off the screen. Well, you've wasted a lot of real estate for nothing. So just heads up on that. There's no right and wrong answer here. It's more about you and your channel and getting somebody's attention. Thumbnails are only about attention. Get that attention. Right, question. How do you, this is from Adventure in Randomness. How do you get your YouTube channel account back after email has been deleted? Okay, so you're going to have to reach out to YouTube directly. They've got a support line and they're going to be able to try help you. Try tweet them as well because they tend to respond pretty good on that stuff. Obviously, it's nothing that vidIQ can help you with. Okay, so less text. Well, it's not less text, it's more the right text. If you're going to have text, make sure it's the right one. I just had a video which I experimented with 3 or 4 different thumbnails. And I'm trying to see which one is going to work. One was full of text. The new one that I've uploaded has got very little text. The next one I'll upload will have no text. I don't know what's going to work, so I want to be open to possibilities of telling my story in that real estate. Blue Asia, hello. Just joined. Shalom. I think you were from Israel as well. Right. All right. Kretwick said, thanks. No problem. This is what we're here for. Who else has got any questions before we ending off our little stream here? Final going question. Oh, okay. Here's a good one. This is from You Are Accepted. What do you think about gender-based videos geared towards one gender? Do it. Absolutely do it. There's no reason in the world you shouldn't do it. Be aware of YouTube's policies, so you can be controversial with pleasure. Just tread lightly when it comes to pushing the edge on this topic specifically, but absolutely do it. You've got a message, you want to share it, 100% do it. There's no question. And if you look at what other people are doing, go search for their channels, see what they're up to, and see the kind of lines that they're able to push and not push. You don't want something to irritate YouTube to a point where they ban you or kick you off. But should you do it? Absolutely. I couldn't encourage it more. Good on you for doing it. Well, not even a question. Not even a question. Right. Let's see if there's anything else that has come up. Okay. Frost Titan Gaming. Oh, okay. No, that's something else. Question. All right. There we go. The Artist Heaven. What are your thoughts on timestamps? I'm assuming you're talking about timestamps in the description. Is that what you're referring to? So YouTube has got a new facility where they're able to pick up timestamps in your video. So how do we use that? Well, if somebody goes to Google I said Google or YouTube? Yeah, Google. Google has got the opportunity to pick up timestamps within your video. So somebody does a search on Google and says, how do I unblock my toilet? If you have a video about 10 ways to unblock your toilet, your sink, various items in your house, if you put in the description the timestamp of how to unblock my toilet, minute 103, and how to unblock my sink, 207, how do I unblock the drain, 304, YouTube is a good opportunity for YouTube to say, oh, there is a question here, typed in on Google, there is an answer coming in from YouTube. It's going to marry the two and going to get someone to just watch that segment. And that person might watch the rest of your video. If you can get in on that action, absolutely do it. So if you're doing listicles, there are 10 reasons to buy the new BMW. I don't know. Okay, make sure you list each one with its timestamp. So if somebody's asking that question, maybe YouTube will recommend your video. Okay, good questions again. All right, I see some more are coming in still, so let's keep on going. As long as you guys are asking, I'm happy to be here. Right, question. The name of my channel is a top search in the theme I talk about. Competitors are using in their tags, even in titles to gain views. Yeah, that used to be an old method. So essentially what happened was, in the olden days, people used to stick like Casey Neistat, in their tags, and Logan Paul, whatever his name is. They used to stick those in the tags to try and get YouTube to think that this is their channel. That no longer works. Don't even sweat it. Just focus on your own work. Don't worry about it. You can't control it in the first place. And YouTube, frankly, knows that's what they're doing. So I really, really wouldn't stress about that at all. Okay, so I said, okay, notice how can I fight back that beyond my thumbnail? So just a follow up on that question. I've been noticing that sometimes YouTube gives preferences to those channels. How can I fight beyond the thumbnails? I don't think YouTube is giving them preference. It's more of the way that you're doing your search. Always do search as incognito. And remember, YouTube is going to feed videos to your audience that it knows it's a match. They're going to make more money because more people are going to watch. There's going to be more views. So therefore, they're going to do the right match. If somebody just has a rip-off channel of a big creator, then YouTube knows that. You're not going to fool the YouTube systems. The AI is so intelligent. All this nonsense is just going to go away. This is why kids' channels are now finally being taken off YouTube. Well, not taken off, but more of less priority. The FTC is really coming down on this. YouTube is complying. It's beautiful. They've given us till January to be able to age up our content, self-mark our content for kids' channel, because YouTube knows more than we think that they know. They don't just watch our thumbnails, but they watch our videos as well. The system knows what the video is about. All these tips and tricks and hacks of trying to get leverage of somebody, those days are way behind us. Okay, so, all right, 60 Sweet and Savory, thank you very much. Great info, awesome. Always appreciate you being here, so thank you very much for hanging out here. Deep session and Hyper VH reviews. Yeah, we're trying, okay. All right, cool. So what, Liron, if you remembered me, meaning my name, our channel is good, I guess. Absolutely. I always love to see this familiar faces, familiar names coming back again and again to our training sessions. And just remember, on a Tuesday, we do channel audits, which is Travis does it together with Rob Wilson. So you can submit your channel and hopefully it gets picked. They do get hundreds of submissions, so we don't know who's going to get picked, but we go through your channels and we try to help you with those particular channels. But remember, a lot of the rules apply. If I'm consulting with a channel with 100 subscribers or a channel with 1 million subscribers an hour later, a lot of the things are very much the same. Channel banner, thumbnails, titles, content, focusing on good content, looking at your channel audit tool. What are people liking? Make more of that. That applies to every single channel. So there's lots and lots of value on that Tuesday session, even if you just come and hang out and just make some copious amounts of notes. All right, we have got some more questions coming in, so I'll keep on answering them. You've got them, we're answering. Okay, I saw one, but I just flew straight past. Okay, there we go. Is it better to have a description structure for each video with different words, like random description, and if similar structures? Okay, right. So what you're asking for is great. Is basically, YouTube wants to link things together. So by having similar content on your description, not the entire description, but some of the description is always the same on each and every video, you're essentially telling YouTube, look, we linked. We have a relationship between these videos. So maybe it's going to help you and your videos to get YouTube to recommend your channel next. I do that on my channel. Essentially, the top bit is all about the video. I give as much information as I can about the video I'm making. But then I do have some defaults, which is exactly the same on every single one of my videos to try and maybe help YouTube. Hey, somebody watched this video, they might like that video. So absolutely, you can do it. It doesn't do any harm. Just make sure you're delivering value. So your description cannot be random copy paste on every single video. Then that's going to really hurt you. Okay, another question. Does live transmission used to have more rating or promotion on YouTube? Okay, I think you're talking about through live streaming. Is it better to do them or not to do them? Does it get priority? Live streaming is just a cool way to engage with you guys, right? So like I'm doing right now. You're asking questions. I'm able to answer you. We're having a goody old time, right? So we're chatting. YouTube sees that this is a video. A video is getting watch time. A video is getting engagement. It's getting all those good signals. So it's working. Therefore, we're going to keep on doing them. The second you guys stop liking this, us hanging out, that's cool. Then we're just going to stop doing them. But until that point, we do it. By the way, you've always got an opportunity to unlist a live stream. So even once it's, if you decide, look, I don't want to keep this on my channel, unlist it. No problem. So that's no issue, no issue at all. Hyper EVH. I'm not even saying that right. Reviews basically says, question, is there a limit for video duration? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Like as in watch time, people can watch 100%? Because people can actually watch 110% of your video. Essentially, they watch it, maybe they rewind to a different part and they watch that part again. They go to a different part and they watch that part again. So you can get more than 100% watch time on a video, if that's what you're referring to. Okay, just making sure. Otter Trail channel. What about videos that did not perform well? Is it better to just delete them? No. Why would you delete those videos? No. Leave them. I had a video on my channel that was 4 months old, and that YouTube decided to show it some love, and now it's just took off like a rocket. I don't know why. I don't know what happened, but YouTube decided that it was evergreen content that people are searching for now, and therefore it popped. Do not delete old videos. There's no reason to, unless you have a reason, unless you're changing an entire direction, unless you no longer want to do that kind of stuff. Unless there's a really specific reason, I always leave old videos on. And in fact, if you go to lots of the big channels, just go to their videos page, sort by date, and go look at their very, very first videos. They're horrible. All of our videos are horrible the first time, but we still leave them on the channel. Even if it's, I mean, even if it's just not doing us anything, you just want to be able to have that record. You want to have those views, because remember, if you delete something, you're going to lose those views and those watch times. So be really sure you want to do that. So the other thing is about a video that's not performing well. Try a different thumbnail. Try a different title. Maybe the two didn't work together. Try different things. Don't just, because a video is done, don't just say, well, I tried. Keep improving it. Keep changing it. You just never know what's going to work. So absolutely do that. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Right. Critwit says, I have been, am I saying even that right? I'm not even sure these days. I've been noticing, Crit, where have you gone to? I've been noticing temp yellow bars within timelines. I don't have 1,000 subscribers. Why is that happening? I think you're talking about the little thing at the bar underneath the video. If that's what you're referring to, it's the fact that you've watched that video and how much of that video you've watched. But I could be misunderstanding what you're saying. Right. Who else? Zap3. Can you answer my question? Well, okay. I guess I missed your question. So if you want to type it again, maybe I'll catch it this time. Remember, the chat's going pretty quickly. So, right. Another question. Is it possible to know that tags are considered for red flag of YouTube searches? Yeah, so remember, just stick away from the stuff that's controversial, stuff that's obvious. If you do use the vidIQ tool, we'll actually tell you which words we caution against. There's no definitive list. There's no yes and wrong, right and wrong. But these things that we kind of tell you, look, stay away from these words because they could be misunderstood. Now remember, we have no control over YouTube. YouTube will make the decision for themselves. There's certain obvious stuff that we know not to put out there, but again, that will definitely give you some idea. Okay, will changing it? Okay, super use tech mode. Will changing a thumb in the first day of video hurt your video? Well, yeah, yes and no. The reason I say yes and no because once you launch a video, you're gonna watch it perform. Now, if you've got real-time CTR, you can actually see per hour in the first 24 hours how that video is performing. I don't like changing a video thumbnail that quickly because YouTube is still testing this. It's still going out to your subscribers. Your notifications are going to be your biggest source of views as you're getting onto this, as you're getting onto the channel. So when you do that and you're constantly changing your thumbnail, well, you're sending mixed signals. You're not comparing apples with apples. Don't play with your thumbnails too much. As soon as you see a video is not performing after 24 hours, okay, then maybe I'll consider changing things up and maybe do it. Will it hurt you? Well, unless you really mess up your video, your thumbnail, probably not. Okay, aren't those yellow? Okay, I still don't know what you're talking about, so I'm not. Oh, good. Someone's asking for sub for sub. Watch this. So somebody's asking for sub for sub. So we're gonna say bye-bye. Okay, that's just doesn't help. What's the point of getting random strangers to subscribe to your channel who are never gonna watch your content? It's pointless, useless, unnecessary, unwanted, just like this repetition is. Okay, who else have we got? Best way to promote your YouTube videos on Instagram? Oh, beautiful question from Supreme Gecko. All right, here's a cool tip. Go into your analytics on a particular video. Go to your audience retention. Then swap it from audience retention to relative retention. That's going to show you how that video performed compared to other videos of similar length. And it's going to be a little graph that goes up and down, a little kind of wave, I suppose. And certain things are going to be above average and certain things are going to be below average. A cool little hack here that we've learned from, I think Evan Carmichael said it. Take the stuff that performed above average. Take that clip out and make that into an Instagram story or an Instagram video because that is what people really engaged with. And if they liked it there, maybe your Instagram audience might also be attracted to that content and they'll watch the rest of your video on YouTube. So cool little hack like that works really, really well. Super user take hammer time. Yep, that's how it works. Right, ZR-Zap3, what a thumbnail editor should I use? If you're on a PC or a Mac, it makes a difference. A lot of us like to use things like Photoshop or there's a good website called Canva, canva.com. It's free. You can go and use that. They've already got a lot of thumbnails for YouTube, especially for channel banners. So definitely go try those out. Even if you are using your phones to create your thumbnails, a lot of apps on that. Just by the way, if you guys listen to podcast, which I think everybody should be, go to look up my podcast. It's called Tube Talk, TUBETALK. Not this week, but the next week. I think it's the next week, where I'm interviewing a great creator who talks about everything mobile, how to shoot with your phone, how to edit with your phone, to upload with your phone, everything you need to know. So definitely go check it out. Really, we've spoken to some amazing people, interviewed some really incredible people, and just so much YouTube value on growing subscribers, views, monetization. We speak about getting brand deals, all of that. So it's Tube Talk. So youtube.com, no, youtube.com. Go to vidIQ.com/Tube Talk if you want to watch it on your computer. But look up Tube Talk in your favorite Google Podcast or Apple Podcast, Spotify, any other podcast applications. We're everywhere. Okay, cool. So question from Bowl, I think it is deleted videos counts for watch time? No, once you nuke your video, once it's done, watch time disappears with it as well. So don't do that. If that's why a lot of people go and delete all their old videos and they wonder why their watch time has dropped and their views has dropped. Well, you just told it. Super User Tech Mode, love the podcast. Dude, thank you very much. Appreciate you doing that. Don't forget to leave it a review. Ding! Was that a good emoji for self-promotion? Okay. Right, so super stats. I'm tagging according to vidIQ score, but it doesn't go beyond 60. Don't worry about it. Don't focus on that. The only thing you want to focus on now is you want to focus on thumbnails and titles. Thumbnails and titles, thumbnails and title. What two things? Thumbnails and titles. You want to make sure your thumbnails are strong and your title is strong. That is what YouTube is paying the most attention to. Everything else that we help you with, it's all about getting those titles right, getting those description right, seeing what keywords YouTube is looking for. That is what you should be focusing on. Just titles, description, thumbnail, thumbnails. Those are the two things that you want to be focusing on. Fantastic. Axel says, liked and I already shared it. Brilliant. I hope you're talking about Tube Talk. Well, I can always hope. Right. Does recycling video ideas that went viral can be used for future videos, just with a twist and a different thumbnail and title? Yes, absolutely. Think of things like the Ice Bucket Challenge, right? There wasn't one video. There were thousands of videos. Some did better than others. The ones that did better had a twist. So we're currently involved in something called Team Trees. Hashtag Team Trees, where if you donate $1, one tree is planted. The idea is to get to $20 million. In other words, 20 million trees to really help save this planet. We didn't say, well, look, everybody's going to be making videos on this, so we are out. No, of course we want to be in there. We did our own twist. Rob Wilson and I did a live stream. Jeremy joined that live stream. We've got a live counter going on our channel. We want to be part of this movement. So absolutely, if something works, for sure, but make it your own. Exactly what you said in the comment. Make it your own. Have a twist. Give people a reason to come back to you. Okay, another question. Thank you for answering all our questions. Super Lo-Fi World, you got it. Thanks for hanging out. All right, who else have we got here? Question. So, is my channel good channel with my stats? How am I supposed to know? I mean, realistically. Okay. May I get more subscribers from Facebook? Okay, so the question is, can you use Facebook to get people over to your YouTube channel and maybe they'll subscribe? The answer is yes, you can, but do not upload your video just straight onto YouTube because the audience is different. Maybe what you're going to do is cut out segments, make a little short clip and say, hey, to see the rest, head over to my YouTube channel. Because remember, Facebook's audience is different to YouTube, different to Instagram, different to TikTok, different to Twitter, different to LinkedIn. Cater your content accordingly. If you're going to make a little clip on Facebook, remember, use captions. Most videos on Facebook are watched without the sounds on. So you know that. Good. Create your videos with lots of captions, bright titles, and get people over to your YouTube channel. Does it work? 100% works. But offer value. Don't spam your community. So, Survivor Jelena. I maybe got that one right. How do I keep my videos from being flagged, from being controversial? Whether about cancer stuff. Okay, so here is the story. When it comes to controversial topics, be very familiar with the guidelines. If it gets demonetized or it gets flagged, appeal it. Write a little story about why it shouldn't be. at the end of the day, there will be humans who will be able to make that final decision. But you'll see, go look at what other people are doing on that topic. How far are they pushing? How are they presenting the information? Maybe your information is spot on, but the way that you're presenting it, maybe the visuals that you have, maybe it's not enough warning, all of those factors really come into effect to say, well, does this actually work for your videos and your channel or not? So there we go. Question: what platform is Tube Talk on? You are accepted. Tube Talk is on podcast. So go to vidiq.com/Tube Talk, or go to your podcast app in your iPhone or your Android phone. Look for a podcast applications, or use the Google Podcast or the Apple Podcast, Spotify, and just look for Tube Talk there. But maybe start with vidiq.com/Tube Talk, and there's a link there to be able to take you straight onto your various platforms. So thank you for hanging out there, and hopefully you'll like what you hear, and just leave a review and a comment. Love to see you out there. Okay, so I think we're done for today. I think we've spoken enough. We've answered a lot of questions. Guys, thank you again for hanging out. Really appreciate it. All of this will be available in the replay. In the link below is a 30-day trial. Go and watch this again once you've unlocked the 30-day trial of vidIQ, and see what it will do to your channel. Guys, girls, 30 days is an incredible amount of time to be able to unlock your channel's true potential. Really appreciate you hanging out with us. And as we say, we'll see you on the next one. And as Rob Wilson likes to say, enjoy your video making day. Cheers for now.